My name is Aiden, and I should have known something was wrong the moment Dr. Harrison Mitchell's hands started trembling. Emma, you're going to need to come back tomorrow, he said, his voice tight. Alone. My wife glanced at me, confused. What? Why? Sir, I need you to leave the room, Dr. Mitchell insisted, not meeting my eyes. I stood up from the chair beside the examination table. Excuse me? That's my wife. That's my baby. It's just protocol, he stammered. Emma sat up, pulling her shirt down over her belly. Harrison, what's going on? I froze. Harrison? Not Dr. Mitchell? You two know each other? I asked slowly. Emma's face went pale. He's been my doctor for years, Aiden. You know that. Right, but you just called him Harrison. I looked between them. That's pretty casual for a doctor-patient relationship. Dr. Mitchell stood abruptly, the ultrasound images still on the screen behind him. Mr. Porter, I think I'll stay, actually. I crossed my arms. We've been trying for this baby for 2 years. I'm not missing a single appointment. Emma wouldn't look at me. That's when I knew. How far along is she? I asked, my voice ice cold. 12 weeks, Dr. Mitchell said quietly. I pulled out my phone and opened my calendar. That's interesting, because 12 weeks ago, I was in Denver for 3 weeks training new employees at our branch office. The room went silent. Emma's eyes filled with tears. Aiden, I can explain. Can you? I turned to face her fully. Because the math isn't mathing, Emma. Dr. Mitchell cleared his throat. Perhaps we should. You should shut up, I said, my anger finally breaking through. How long? Aiden, please. Emma reached for my hand. I jerked away. How long? 8 months, she whispered. 8 months. I laughed, but there was no humor in it. We've been married for 3 years, and you've been sleeping with your doctor for 8 months. It just happened, Dr. Mitchell said, and I wanted to punch him. We never meant. Is it yours? I asked him directly. Is that why you're freaking out? Because you just realized that baby might be yours? His silence was answer enough. Emma was crying now. I don't know whose it is. That's why Harrison wanted you to leave. We needed to discuss. Discuss what? How you were going to pass off his kid as mine? I grabbed my jacket from the chair. You two deserve each other. Where are you going? Emma called after me. I stopped at the door. To get a lawyer. Don't come home tonight, Emma. Have Harrison get you a hotel room. I'm sure he can afford it on his doctor's salary. I sat across from attorney Jennifer Walsh 2 days later, a folder full of evidence on her desk. This is solid, Jennifer said, flipping through photos of text messages I'd retrieved from our phone records. How'd you get these? I pay for our phone plan. I have access to everything. She nodded approvingly. Smart. What else do you have? Credit card statements showing hotel charges on nights I was out of town. Receipts from restaurants I never went to. I pulled out another stack of papers. And I hired a private investigator. Detective Riley Thompson? Jennifer asked, reading the report. Yeah. Riley got photos of them together, multiple occasions, including one from last week where they were looking at baby furniture. Jennifer's eyebrows shot up. Baby furniture? That's bold. They thought they were getting away with it. I leaned back in my chair. Emma told everyone we were trying for a baby. No one suspected anything when she got pregnant. Except the baby might not be yours. Won't be mine, I corrected. I want a paternity test done immediately after birth. Court ordered. I can arrange that. Jennifer made notes. What about Dr. Mitchell? What about him? He violated medical ethics by having a relationship with his patient. That's grounds for a complaint to the medical board. She looked up at me. Want to pursue that? I smiled for the first time in days. Absolutely. Good. Jennifer closed the folder. I'm also going to subpoena his medical records. If he's been treating Emma throughout this affair, he's been documenting her pregnancy while knowing he might be the father. That's massive fraud. My phone buzzed. Tyler, my older brother. You okay? He asked when I answered. Getting there. I'm at the lawyer's office. Good. Listen, I did some digging at the hospital where Mitchell works. Tyler worked in hospital administration at a different facility. He's got a history. What kind of history? 3 other complaints filed against him for inappropriate relationships with patients, all settled quietly.
I put him on speaker. Jennifer, you hearing this? Every word, she said, already typing. Tyler, can you send me everything you found? Already in your email, Tyler replied. Aiden, this guy's a predator. He targets vulnerable women, married women, trying to get pregnant. My blood ran cold. Emma wasn't vulnerable. We were happy. Were you? Tyler asked gently. You were gone 3 weeks every quarter for work. Emma was lonely. He saw an opportunity. Jennifer cleared her throat. This changes things. If we can prove a pattern of behavior, the medical board will revoke his license permanently. Do it, I said. I want him to lose everything. What about Emma? Jennifer asked. What about her? Do you want to pursue anything beyond divorce? She did commit fraud too, potentially. I thought about it. No, I just want her out of my life. But I want the house, the cars, everything. She can have whatever Mitchell's willing to give her when he's unemployed. Tyler laughed darkly. That's my brother. I scheduled a meeting at our house 3 weeks later. Emma thought we were going to talk about reconciliation. She was very wrong. Aiden, thank you for agreeing to meet, Emma said when she arrived. Dr. Mitchell was with her. You brought him? I asked. Harrison's been supporting me through this, she said defensively. How sweet. I gestured to the living room. Come in, we have a lot to discuss. They sat on the couch. I remained standing. I've filed for divorce, I began. Emma's face crumpled. Aiden, please. I'm not finished. I pulled out a stack of papers. I'm also requesting a court-ordered paternity test after the baby is born. Dr. Mitchell stood up. Now, wait a minute. Sit down, Harrison, I said coldly. We're just getting started. He sat. Additionally, I've filed a formal complaint with the medical board regarding your relationship with my wife. I handed him a copy of the complaint. That's your notice. Your hearing is in 2 weeks. His hands shook as he read it. You can't do this. I already did. And before you think about fighting it, you should know I have statements from 3 other women you had inappropriate relationships with. Emma looked at him, shocked. What? Harrison, you said I was... Special, I finished for her. Yeah, they all thought they were special, too. Aiden, this is cruel, Emma said. Cruel? I laughed. Cruel is sleeping with your doctor while your husband is working to provide for you. Cruel is planning to pass off another man's baby as mine. We don't know if it's his, Emma shouted. But you knew it might be, and you didn't care. Dr. Mitchell cleared his throat. Listen, Aiden, we can work something out. I'll pay child support if it's mine. We don't need to involve the medical board. Oh, we absolutely do. I pulled out my phone and played a recording. Detective Thompson, come on in. Riley walked in from the kitchen where she'd been waiting. Who is that? Emma demanded. The private investigator who's been following you both for 3 weeks. Riley handed me another folder. Got some great photos. My favorite is you two at the jewelry store looking at rings last Tuesday. Emma went white. Rings?
I looked at Dr. Mitchell. You were going to marry her? My wife? Ex-wife soon, Jennifer Walsh said, entering from the front door. I'd staged this whole thing perfectly. Emma, these are your divorce papers. Sign them. I'm not signing anything without my lawyer, Emma said. Fine, then we'll see you in court, where I'll present all of this evidence publicly. Jennifer dropped a thick folder on the coffee table, including testimony about Harrison's pattern of predatory behavior. Dr. Mitchell looked sick. My career, my reputation. Should have thought about that before, I said simply. 2 months later, I sat in the medical board hearing room, watching Dr. Harrison Mitchell's entire world collapse. Dr. Mitchell, do you deny having a romantic and sexual relationship with Emma Porter while she was your patient? Dr. Patricia Andrews, the board chair, asked. No, I don't deny it, Mitchell said quietly. And you were aware she was married at the time? Yes. Were you aware that such a relationship violates medical ethics codes? Mitchell's lawyer leaned over and whispered something to him. Yes, I was aware, Mitchell finally answered. Dr. Andrews shuffled her papers. We have testimony from 3 other former patients alleging similar inappropriate conduct. How do you respond? Those relationships were consensual, Mitchell said defensively. But unethical, Dr. Andrews countered. Dr. Mitchell, you held a position of power over these women. They trusted you with their medical care. I watched from the gallery as Mitchell's face reddened. Mr. Porter, would you like to make a statement? Dr. Andrews asked. I stood up. Yes, thank you. I walked to the front of the room. My wife came to Dr. Mitchell because we were struggling to conceive. We were vulnerable, desperate. I looked directly at Mitchell. He took advantage of that vulnerability. He manipulated her, seduced her, and got her pregnant while treating her for infertility. That's not how it happened, Mitchell interrupted. Then how did it happen, doctor? I asked. Please, explain to the board how sleeping with your patient was ethical. He had no answer. Dr. Andrews conferred with the other board members quietly, then turned back to us. Dr. Mitchell, this board finds your conduct reprehensible and in direct violation of medical ethics, she announced. We are revoking your medical license effective immediately. Additionally, we're reporting this case to law enforcement for potential fraud investigation. Mitchell stood up shakily. You can't do this. Medicine is my life. You should have considered that before, Dr. Andrews said firmly. This hearing is adjourned. I walked out of the hearing room to find Tyler waiting in the hallway. How'd it go? He asked. He lost his license. Tyler grinned and pulled me into a hug. Good. He deserved it. Thanks for all your help, I said. I couldn't have done this without you. That's what family's for. Jennifer walked over, phone in hand. Aiden, I just got word from the judge. Your divorce is finalized. You get the house, both cars, and Emma has to pay you spousal support until she finds employment. Spousal support? I asked, surprised. You were the primary breadwinner. Plus, given her infidelity, the judge wasn't feeling generous toward her. Jennifer smiled. Oh, and the paternity test results came back. My heart pounded. And? It's Mitchell's. Congratulations. You have zero financial or legal responsibility for that child. Tyler whooped. Justice! I felt a weight lift off my shoulders I didn't even know I'd been carrying. What about Emma? I asked. Where is she now? Jennifer pulled up something on her phone. According to my sources, she's living with her parents. Mitchell dumped her the day he lost his license. Turns out he's not so supportive when he's unemployed. Shocker, Tyler said sarcastically. My phone rang. It was an unknown number. I answered. Aiden? It was Emma. Her voice was tear-choked. Please, I'm so sorry. I made a terrible mistake. Can we please talk? No, I said simply. But I have nowhere to go. Harrison left me. I'm pregnant and alone. You should have thought about that before you cheated on me. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Emma, I'm going to say this once. Don't call me again. Don't contact me. We're done. Permanently. But... I hung up. Tyler looked at me proudly. How does it feel? Like I can finally breathe again. I pocketed my phone. She made her choice. Now she gets to live with it. Jennifer shook my hand. You handled this perfectly, Aiden. You took the high road legally and still got complete justice. What's next for you? Tyler asked. I smiled. I'm selling the house. Too many bad memories. I'm buying a condo downtown, focusing on my career and maybe traveling for a while. No more women for a while? Tyler joked. Not for a long while, I agreed. But when I'm ready, it'll be with someone who actually respects marriage vows. Tyler clapped me on the back. That's my brother. As we walked out of the courthouse into the sunshine, I realized something. This wasn't about revenge. It was about justice. Emma and Harrison had tried to destroy my life, to use me, to make me raise another man's child built on lies. But instead of letting it break me, I fought back the right way. Through evidence, through the legal system, through exposing the truth. Now Mitchell had no career, no reputation, and no future in medicine. Emma had no husband, no home, and was facing single motherhood with a man who abandoned her the moment things got hard. And me? I had my freedom, my self-respect, and my whole life ahead of me. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people face the consequences of their own actions. Have you ever discovered a betrayal that made you question everything you thought you knew? Would you have handled it the same way? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.